that sure changes things just a little bit.
She's a little hollow.
I'm telling you. That's lovely. Oh yeah. This hickory was not in the deal, but we was gonna take that white oak down. It's a beautiful tree, it's tall as heck, man. But the problem is she knows it's probably gonna bust her concrete right here, not far from it. And I took some trees down, me and Hunter did last year down here on the same thing. We filmed some videos here, but so she wanted to go ahead and opt to take that hickory down because it's already leaning back over that way, because this is the dominant large tree. So we're gonna knock that hickory down, get it down. And so we don't have, right over there in that wood line is the property line, so we can't go that way with it because we'll end up out in the neighbor's yard over there. We're gonna go straight up this hill, probably aim it right at that big oak right there. The top of it's gonna end up pretty close up there toward that oak. We'll put a rope in this one and pull it. I'll show some more on it once we get this hickory out of the way. And this is a grinding job too, be grinding the stumps on it. She had these down here ground last year after I cut them down, but so I got the grinding on this. So this video we're going to talk about the saw classes. You went through the saw class last year, didn't you?
I did.
I did. So we're gonna have them going on. Let me get my...
What was the date on?
Well, I gotta move that one. The first one is November the 4th and the 5th. And then the second one, I was gonna do it on December the 2nd and the 3rd, but I'm gonna move it to the 9th and the 10th because there's some training that I really need to go to on the 2nd. It's some printing training, and I really want to get involved in that or whatever. November the 4th and the 5th, and December the 9th and the 10th is when that'll be.
So work the 9th and 10th. I get off for 4th morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the 4th's on that Friday, so the class wouldn't start till that Friday, even that Friday night, you know, and everything. But so I'm gonna talk about that more as we go through this video. I'm gonna let Chris add in on it too, since he's been through the class. It's actually a good thing. It's $400. Starts on that Friday afternoon, runs 5 to 8:30, 9 o'clock that Friday night. Good stuff. And then we start back up at Saturday morning about 8 o'clock in the morning. We go till nearly about 4 o'clock. And learn a lot. I teach everything about a saw, the maintenance, bars, chains, oil, gas, air filter system, sharpen them, the whole 9 yards on that stuff, and the different chains. We do a lot of cutting. You're gonna burn a gallon of gas a piece per person, easy, at least that. Real world stuff, so we do a lot of cutting. But anyhow, let me cut this tree down and we'll talk some more. That's a beautiful white oak. Hate to have to cut that thing, but I mean, I get it. this driveway, it probably don't show it on the camera, but it is extremely steep, very steep. And you can see where they've added concrete on it down there and all the way up to get it wide enough where you could hit it and get all the way, get up it okay. But so we're gonna shoot a rope up. I'll let Chris film me shooting one up, because this one's not gonna have to go very high. Matter of fact, I may shoot through that fork right there, Chris. I may shoot through that fork. Well, I'll just go through that fork right there is all. That's all we need to do. I was finna decide to go on up over that lateral limb out to the left up there, but that'd just make it more work pulling that 3/4 rope up. So yeah. Good snow. Oh, by the way, if you cut any chunks off today, you gotta try to catch them, because they'll end up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked like it go right down that hill there.
I had to give Hunter a good education last year, because the first one ended up in a ditch. And
really?
Like, you can't just cut like that, man, and let them go. We're only gonna go about 50 on this one. Here's what we're gonna do. What old white oak bark, man, it's like Velcro.
It ain't budging.
Wait. Looks like a set of bull balls going up, don't it?
Yeah.
It's like one of the things that people put on their hitch.
Yeah, a little trailer hitch ball.
Yeah, that's right. Set of nuts. Get right up there to it. Just hop it over and
Oh.
pull the slab out. Didn't it?
Yep. Overshot it. Little storage area for it.
Right through, just right here.
Yep.
All right, so Chris has got the daunting task of pulling that 3/4 rope up through that crotch. There it goes. You got it, didn't you? Y'all, that rope is heavy. Holy cow. I mean, it's just, it's tough. Help him everything I can with it there. Yeah, he got it down right there. There we go. So we're gonna pull it all the way back, and I'll tie this end of it right here, and we'll put it on it. So we're through that main fork right there is where we're at. So that's good. So Chris is putting the pulling the throw line back in there. Let me tie this end of it on real quick. So I got a running bowline on it right here. I just got this just wrap back around the rope to kind of keep it from dangling down there where I'm gonna be cutting it. So it goes up, it's gonna choke it right there, pull it there. We'll take the Mini up the hill, set it up. Well, I gotta set those chunks down there first. I'll set them chunks first and then I'll line it up on my cuts. Sometimes I tend to get ahead of myself. That sure changes things just a little bit.
She's a little hollow.
I'm telling you. That's lovely. Okay. All right. I'll finish it with the 400 now. I'll bore it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna bore it with this one right here. Not like that. Whatever. Dang it, boy. Let's see how my aim is. It's all right. I mean, it ain't nothing. See, the tree's leaning. The tree's leaning over that way and this way a little bit. So it's all right. But you lose a lot of your holding right there. It still hold out there on the side is good. Just need to make sure you get that hinge right. Yeah, thing. Get over this way a little bit since all the weight's over there. Just lined up right here. Just lined up at. But it's gonna end up pulling a little bit, and it's gonna end up drifting over this way. What it's gonna do with all that weight over there on that side. Or what you think, Kimisabi?
Yeah, you're right. The weight is leaning toward the property line over there, but fat enough hinge. You got it, like I said, you got it cheated. I don't see where it shouldn't be able to put it where you want it.
You satisfied with where it's going?
I feel like it's need more a little bit right here. Kind of split the difference between where me and you was standing.
It's not gonna hit exactly where it's supposed to and everything.
Nah.
I mean, that's gonna be a given right there on that tree like that. I mean, we'll just get the blocks down there and keep it up off the concrete.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Yeah. Let me sit them down. I said I'm about to make my other side cut here now. All right. Oh yeah. She's drifting just a little bit, just like this. That thing, did it not? It did exactly what we feared it would do, didn't we? Because it drifted. We had an aim toward the lit on over toward your right, and it ended up, it kind of split the difference like where you were talking about right there, didn't it? That freaking tree dude's rotten as heck, man. Yeah, dude. Never touched the concrete though. Never touched. Didn't really. I got it. Did you have it on picture? Did you? It didn't even hurt none of them trees over there either, did it? No. Okay. I got you. I guess with that hill there, it didn't reach quite up as far as I was figuring it was going to go about another 10 more feet up that hill. But that's pretty dang good right there. Yeah. That's a big tree. Big white oak. See, I was able to grab the camera back up off the bag and hold it when it fell right there, so that was good. If there's a silver lining on this right here with it being rotten like that and hollow, it does make it easier to grind.
It is true.
So that's one thing.
Yeah, that's a lot more rotten than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not good. That tree's not good. I was really afraid that, man, once you started pulling it, it may snap. That thing may snap and end up going over there.
I figured you was afraid of that when I saw you move. So
yeah, I was like, well, if it ends up over there, we just ask for forgiveness. But I didn't want it to hit my 661 right there either.
Yeah.
I wonder, it may solid up right there just past that road right there. I don't know. We'll see what she does. Yeah, we'll find out here. So you notice when I'm cutting a lot, you notice I'm not dogging in like that when I'm working with them limbs. I'm working from there out.
Yeah.
You'll get in less trouble working from there out than you will if you're from there back.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's easier to get a shorter length of bar out quick.
Right. Well, when you're dogged in, a lot of times you can't see what the tree's doing.
Yeah.
So it gives you kind of sit back and you can kind of get a panoramic of what the limb's doing. Yeah. And if you get hung, you get hung up here a lot, you know.
Yeah.
See how I dogged in a little bit, and once I got close, I pulled back. is, I'm gonna have Chris come up here. I want you to grab it right here, Chris, and just kind of hold it because I don't want to slam that concrete right there. You're good. Yeah, turn toward me. Turn toward me. Yeah, come on, turn. Just twist the machine. There you go. It feels funny, but you fine. Yeah, you fine. All right, just come straight toward me. All right, stretch your boom out, your stick out a little bit before you get past that top. All right, now come on toward me. Turn toward the tree just a little bit. Come on. All right, now come toward me. All right, put your blade down. Go jack it on, put it down a little bit more. All right, there you go. All right, now grab it on the other side of that knot. I just want you to just grab it and hold it. All right, grab it right there. All right, pick up just a little bit. All right, hold it right there. Hold it. All right, back it back up that hill now if you can. When in doubt, throttle out, man. A lot of times when you go in the, when you see it start to close on you, you know you kind of finna be screwed. You take the saw, power it up, and roll it real quick. A lot of times you can cut through your cut, you know, through the other side. It'll drop and you can come out, but sometimes you can do, a lot of times you can do that, but a lot of times it'll hang you though too. Show you all this. See that down there in the root base where it's rotting down there too, and then of course all the top of the stump there, it's got big long leader roots running off of it. Now, I get them too, man. So I opted to start on the downhill side of this thing, kind of work my way up to it. I'm gonna work probably about halfway into this dude, and then I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna come in from the uphill side and work the rest of it. That's kind of my game plan. This is what it looks like done. That's where that big white oak landed, was right there. And you can see where the two stumps were. That white oak and the hickory. So we're gone. I got it packed in, raked out, what I do is I backfill it and then run the machine over it, pack it in, and then come back over with a rake. I usually rake it in between too and get it fixed up. But yeah, it turned out pretty nice. A few leaves on it, they'll burn on up tomorrow, dry on up, and then when I run the mower on it, those will be gone. Looks good. I'll probably come get the chipper in the morning. All right, so as I talked about, me and Chris, the very first video, chainsaw classes, the dates are November the 4th and the 5th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. Starts on a Friday afternoon about 5 o'clock. It allows people time to travel on that Friday to get here and what have you. And, you know, when people come in, I'm here pretty much all day, kind of tidying up things, tying up loose ends, things like that. And I usually let people come on in where they can hang out or whatever. And then the next class is December the 9th and the 10th. I had to move it one weekend. The 9th is a Friday and the 10th is a Saturday because I've got some training that I need to go to on December the 2nd. I had missed that and I need to go to it. So again, it'll be November the 4th and the 5th and December the 9th and 10th. Both of them Friday afternoon, 5 to about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Saturday, all day long, 8 till 3:30, 4 o'clock. We start off Friday evening, come in here. I check your chainsaws out. You bring your own saws. You can run my saws, whatever. You don't have to own a saw. You can be man, woman. It doesn't matter. I've trained women too. We start off as soon as you get here and I check your saws. We suit up. You need your own PPE gear. Like, you know, you need either saw pants or chaps, helmet with either face shield or safety glasses, either one, and gloves, and hearing protection. And we go ahead and start cutting. I have saw stations set up, and what I'm going to do is down below I'm going to link a video of last year's saw classes, and it shows everything that I do, how I run the class, the whole 9 yards. So we go out there and we cut a little bit. It gives me time to kind of watch people and see what's going on and all that. And then we go in the classroom and start working on maintenance stuff, you know, bars, chain, oil, gas, how to sharpen. I teach you how to sharpen. I'll have several sharpening stations set up. I'll show you how to do it. There's 100 different ways to sharpen a chainsaw. I'll show you 3 or 4 different ways. Show you how to take care of the rakers or the depth gauges on the saw and explain all the pieces and parts of a chain. It's very, very detailed. And so we do that up, you know, Friday night. And then Saturday we get into working with the saws, the tips, how to bore, all the way up into felling, compression, tension, the whole 9 yards, just everything. I teach you in a controlled environment how to fell a tree, and everybody goes through it. Again, like I said, the first video, you're going to burn about a gallon of saw gas. A lot of people like to bring their own gas, and I get that and understand that. But if you're traveling from a long way, and you're coming in a car or SUV or something like that, there's no need to bring gas. I've got plenty of gas here, and I supply the gas. So also, the price includes lunch on Saturday. I go ahead, it's a barbecue lunch that I have prepared. Jill brings it down there, we fix it up. So we have barbecue sandwiches, all that stuff like that to eat. Great time. I provide you with a certificate of completion when you're done. It's also a train the trainer kind of class. So I train you, and then you can go out and train somebody else. So if, you know, I work with some fire departments, fire personnel, stuff like that. They want to send 1 person or 2 people. You know, you send them in here and train them, then take notes, what have you, and then take them back and train their people. We do end up later on that Saturday afternoon, we go right down the road up here and we get into some storm stuff, some real live storm stuff. I go in there and I pre-mark it, and we just walk through it. We walk through it. Everybody takes a turn cutting in this stuff, you know, and what it's all about. It's about getting hung up and what not to cut, where to start, you know, where not to start, what to look for. We look at spring poles, everything. It's a lot to it. I even teach segments of a tree, how to figure the segments of a tree. I never talked about that in the video. I need to, and just go through all that. So if you're interested in coming, my email's down below, and what I'm going to do is this year, you email me which date you want to come, whether it's November the 4th or the 5th or December the 9th and 10th. and then I'll respond back to you, and I'll send you like a little information pack, just kind of an outline of things or whatever, and a hotel centralized location where the hotels are. I'm about not quite 10 miles from the hotel. All the hotels right here. 4-lane bypass dumps you out about 2.5 miles from my house. So it's very easy to transverse back and forth, no problem. You're welcome to bring your wife with you. She wants to hang out with us here. I've got sink, bathroom, hot water, everything, all the amenities, heating and cooling down there in my shop, everything. And it will run rain or shine. If it's raining, we'll be under the pole barn. We'll set up under there. But again, watch the video that I linked down below for last year's saw class, and you can see what all goes into it. It's a ton of stuff that goes into it. It's kind of a crash course through it. And what's so cool is I've done several of these, and I've had a bunch of people who have spun off on their own and are doing tree work on their own. They got full-blown businesses just like I do, doing tree work wherever they're located at. I've had people travel as far as 1,000 miles to get here to come to the saw class. So the class costs $400. The way I'm going to do it this time is I'm going to need a $50 non-refundable deposit to hold your spot. I do 10 people each class. That's what I'm limited to, 10 for each class. This past time, I kind of got shafted by 4 different people on that. So I'm going to do it $50 non-refundable, where you got some skin in the game, and that way I know I'm not going to get janked around or anything like that, because I had some people that did me pretty dirty this last time. So anyhow, and I'm going to be talking more about it as I go on. And again, if you're interested in it, hit me up, and we'll go from there. So hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun taking down those big trees like that, and we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.